So when I did my last video of the soul food shirt that I did, and I went through and showed you guys how I pressed it on and then sublimated. Someone asked me if I could do a video from start to finish showing how I actually, break it up and stuff. So we're gonna start here in Design Space, and the first thing I do is upload my image and make it as big as I know my Cricut will cut. And for me, that's 11.5 for my maker. So the next thing I need to do is add the text. And this is actually a shirt for a customer. So I'm going to, I have to figure out exactly how I want to do these words. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I will be back. So I'm working with an image that the customer chose. And I got the text the way I kind of want it to look. What I'm going to do is move this out of the way. Actually, no, I'm not. I need to align these. My computer's acting crazy. Okay, so I am going to move that out of the way. I'm going to select everything, hit align, and I am going to align left so that I can go back through and make them the same size on each side. Now, this needs to be a little bigger. Now I'm going to go back and select them all again and distribute even, or distribute vertically. Oh, what just happened? It should space them all out for me. I'm not sure why it's not doing that for me. I'll try this one more time and then I'm going to just do it by hand. I don't know what I just did there. That's what I did. I keep hitting center. Well, I'm just going to leave it. So the next thing I'll do is weld all these together. I'll bring my picture, my image back. And I want this to center as much as I can. When I print the image out, though, it will be bigger than what my wording is. So I'm just going to stretch this. And this way you get a rough idea of what your image is going to look like. Select everything and slice. So it seems weird, but we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of this, actually. It's a little easier way to do this. We need to slice out the other side. So select a square. And then you just want to select your shape and the image. Hit slice. Now we can get rid of the stuff that we don't need. And what I'm doing here is just to give you an idea of what your image is going to look like on the shirt. So for the most part, this is kind of what we're looking at for on the shirt. Now, we aren't printing anything in Cricut Design Space. This is a great way to show the customer what it's going to look like. It's a great way for you to see what it's going to look like. But when we go to cut, you're going to select all of that and weld it together, because this is all you need from here. So now we're going to go over to Photoshop and ignore all my craziness that's going on here. But I'm going to open a new document. Oops, not new. Wait, yeah, not open. I'm going to go to new. And in my Photoshop, I have the sizes that I use often set up already. So I'm choosing a 19 by 13 because that's what my sublimation printer prints. And I want this image to be pretty large. I need to flip my canvas. And to flip, you go to image rotation, and I'm just going to flip it clockwise. So now I'll add my picture. What just happened? Oh, I went to open again. So for me to add my picture to this canvas, I'm going to go to File, Place Embedded, and add my image. Now I need to resize it, so I'm going to hold down Shift. And what I usually do is just put a marker at 12 inches because I like to cut it a little bit bigger than what my Cricut is going to cut for me. So now I have my image. Now when I go to print this, most of the time I would flip this horizontally to mirror it. But I mean, it's necessary, but not for this image. The only reason that it's necessary is because I want to get this signature in here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut everything out and get it printed. But you can refer, I'll link the other video down below so you kind of know what I'm talking about. But I hope this kind of gives you a little bit more insight on how the process as far as printing and cutting for that image.